This video is on financial management. My name is Dr. Kibet from the Center for Open Distance and E-Learning, Machakos University. What is financial management? Financial management means planning, organizing, directing, and controlling the financial activities such as procurement and utilization of funds of the enterprise. It also means applying general management principles to financial resources of the enterprise. It is the process of ensuring that money is well used. And for a child development center or a program to serve the needs of children and families effectively, it must be financially sound. Types of resources. Resources are means, which could be people or things, through which an end or a goal is attained. Money is a medium of exchange for buying resources required to provide services to children. The types of resources required in an early childhood program or center are described as follows. 1. These are the materials, which includes teaching and child care supplies, food supplies, maintenance supplies, and office supplies. The second category of resources is what is known as physical resources, which includes classrooms, offices, toilets, kitchen, and learning resource center. Equipment. Equipment includes classroom furnishings such as chairs, desks, tables, lockers, and shelves. Play equipment for indoor and outdoor activities. The furniture, kitchen equipment, maintenance equipment, and tools, and also vehicles. The other category of resources is space, which actually includes land for buildings, playground and organization, and utilization of space and parking spaces. And lastly, human capital. A child development program requires skilled and unskilled manpower to do different activities. The human capital includes teachers, cooks, security men, etc., etc. In financial management, we also talk about sources of funding. And what could be the sources of funding for a child development center or any enterprise? The sources includes the following. 1, the government funding. Depending on the nature of your project, there are a range of government grant programs at the municipal, provincial, and even federal level that fund community capital projects. Non-governmental organizations. Non-governmental organizations provide funds to child development programs to buy resources or even employ teachers. International organizations such as World Bank and UNICEF provide funds for constructing facilities. The other source where you can get your funding from is fundraising. One can organize a fundraiser to get money for funding construction of facilities. Savings. These are the amount of money you save or you can save so that you can be able to start a program for children. Fees or tuition fees. Tuition and registration fees that are paid by children can also be used to provide services to children or even make constructions. Youth fund. The government provides money for youth projects. For the youth to get these funds, they must write a proposal, form groups, and even register the groups. Women funds. The government also sets aside money for women projects. Women are supposed to form groups to get the funds. They may also be able to write project proposals, which are then registered to enable them to get funding. Merry-go-round. It is a very important source of funds for a project. Several people come together and agree to give a great amount of money, and in turn, they can also take turns when they are actually going round for the purpose of getting enough money. Loans. All the banks have commercial lending officers whose job is to provide or to give loans. So depending on your prior relationship with the institution, they may have a greater or lesser degree of interest and flexibility in dealing with your application. So one can obtain a loan from a bank. Partnerships. You can also consider if there are other organizations, either not-for-profit or commercial, that could partner with you in sharing the costs of the capital project. And finally, insurance companies. Some insurance companies are also in the business of commercial loans. So insurance companies can give you a loan that you can go ahead and establish your project. Finally, let's look at financial resource mobilization. Financial resource mobilization is the process of identifying the potential sources of funds, soliciting funds, and obtaining funds for children development program. The main reason for mobilizing funds for a program is that resources are limited while needs are unlimited. If a school or a program for young children wants an office or an extra classrooms and money was not allocated for that, the money may be raised through resource mobilization or by collaborating with other child development stakeholders. So what do you do to be successful in resource mobilization? 1. Identify potential donors. Find out donors or sponsors from the internet and consulting the people who may have information about that. 2. Write a good proposal. Develop a good proposal which are in the required format, and then you send them to some potential donors. 3. Collaboration. Collaborate with other stakeholders. The other stakeholders have the resources required by the program. And lastly, effectively manage your program. If you effectively manage your program, you stand a big chance of receiving more funds from the donors. So that marks the end of our video presentation where we have been discussing about financial management. If you like my video, kindly subscribe to receive more videos whenever they are posted. You can like or even share it with your friend. Thank you.